The electrician's early arrival establishes precedence, creating a humorous dynamic where others are expected to accommodate the electrical inspector. The electrician's presence on site before others gives them a natural claim to the space and resources needed to perform their work. This is a common understanding in construction and other fields where multiple trades are involved. The joke highlights the potential for conflict or inconvenience when different workers need to access the same area. The need to make room for the inspector, described as wearing a size 40 belt, adds a layer of physical comedy to the situation. The large size of the inspector is unexpected and creates a visual image that is inherently funny. This detail also suggests that the inspector's presence is significant and cannot be easily ignored. The humorous intent is further emphasized by the use of the rolling eyes emoticon, indicating a playful or ironic tone. The emoticon suggests that the speaker is not taking the situation too seriously and is amused by the absurdity of it. The humor also arises from the implicit power dynamic between the electrician, the other worker, and the inspector. The electrician's priority is based on their arrival time, while the inspector's authority stands from their official role. The other worker is caught in the middle, forced to navigate the competing demands of these two figures. The joke can also be interpreted as a commentary on the bureaucracy and regulations that often accompany electrical work. The inspector's role is to ensure that all work is up to code, which can sometimes be a cumbersome and time-consuming process. The need to make room for the inspector is a reminder of the importance of compliance with these regulations. In addition, the joke could be seen as a light-hearted jab at the stereotypical image of the tradesperson. Electricians are often portrayed as being practical, no-nonsense individuals who are focused on getting the job done. The need to make room for a large inspector might be seen as an inconvenience or a challenge to their efficiency. The humor also plays on the common human experience of having to deal with unexpected obstacles and inconveniences in the workplace. Everyone has had the experience of having to adjust their plans or make accommodations for others, and the joke taps into the shared experience. The underlying humor also touches on the importance of communication and cooperation in the workplace. In order to avoid conflicts and ensure that work is completed efficiently, it is essential for workers to communicate effectively and be willing to compromise. The joke highlights the potential consequences of a lack of communication or cooperation, where one worker is forced to make room for another. The humor in the situation is also derived from the contrast between the seriousness of electrical work and the triviality of the need to make room for the inspector. Electrical work is inherently dangerous and requires a high degree of skill and attention to detail. The joke suggests that even in this serious context, there is room for humor and levity. In a practical sense, the scenario underscores the importance of planning and coordination on construction sites. Ensuring adequate space for inspectors and different trades to operate safely and efficiently is crucial for project success. Consider the workflow and sequencing of tasks to minimize interference and maximize productivity. This might involve scheduling inspections at specific times or designating work zones for different trades. Effective communication among all parties involved is key to avoiding conflicts and ensuring a smooth workflow. Regular meetings, clear communication channels, and proactive problem solving can help to address potential issues before they arise. The scenario also highlights the need for flexibility and adaptability in the workplace. Unexpected situations are common, and workers must be prepared to adjust their plans and make accommodations as needed. This requires a willingness to compromise and a positive attitude. In the context of electrical inspections, it is important to understand the inspector's role and requirements. Inspectors are responsible for ensuring that electrical work meets all applicable codes and standards, which is essential for safety. Be prepared to provide the inspector with all necessary documentation and access to the work site. Cooperate fully with the inspector and address any concerns they may have. By understanding the inspector's role and cooperating fully, you can help to ensure a smooth and efficient inspection process. Consider the perspective of the other guy in this scenario. They might be feeling frustrated or inconvenienced by the need to make room for the electrician and the inspector. It is important to be empathetic and understanding of their situation. Try to find a way to accommodate their needs while still ensuring that the electrical work is completed safely and efficiently. This might involve adjusting your schedule, relocating your work area, or providing assistance with their tasks. Building a positive working relationship with colleagues is essential for creating a productive and harmonious work environment. This requires mutual respect, open communication, and a willingness to compromise. By treating others with courtesy and consideration, you can help to foster a sense of teamwork and cooperation. The humor in this scenario also serves as a reminder to not take oneself too seriously. The workplace can be stressful and demanding, and it is important to find ways to lighten the mood and maintain a positive attitude. Humor can be a powerful tool for coping with stress, building relationships, and fostering a sense of camaraderie. Of course, it is important to use humor appropriately and avoid making jokes that are offensive or insensitive. Be mindful of the context and the audience, and tailor your humor accordingly. Ultimately, the scenario highlights the importance of professionalism, respect, and communication in the workplace. By treating others with courtesy and consideration, communicating effectively, and maintaining a positive attitude, you can help to create a productive and harmonious work environment.